It was June of 2015 that I really did feel like I knew myself. I knew my strengths, I knew my weaknesses, I thought I had myself figured out. And for a while there, I did. Well, I could give you a little spiel about how 2017 wasn't as bad as we thought it was, or could have been worse. The truth is, it was that bad. To have a whole year of uncertainty is an extremely terrifying and anxious thought. I want to give you that positive speech that I'm known for, that morale boost that I like to give from time to time at the end of the year through these. The truth is, I can't.
I've really stopped looking for someone, unfortunately, because currently where my mind is, it's just like, I don't want to say I've given up, but I've just seen everybody make me promises and make me promises on promises and never really fulfilled. Like, I was always looking for a caretaker, looking for someone that would protect me, take initiative for me, and just be the greatest person they could for me. And that may be selfish, I don't know, but that's just me being honest. I can think of 1,000 reasons why I don't believe in you.
If you happen to still be watching, you may be wondering what you just saw. From the odd opening to the weird clips of me that followed, it's disjointed, rushed, and the editing is uncertain, just like 2018. The clips at the very beginning are recuts of last year's video, 2018, the year of uncertainty. I had a lot to get off my chest and a short amount of time to do it in. Like videos prior, I ended it with a hopeful optimism. The clips of me that followed were from this year, at different times through my planning process of this very video. See, this video is not going to be like the other ones previously. I honestly don't have the youthful optimism in previous videos. I've become cold, analytical, and distant from those around me and my own mind. The only reason I'm sitting here reading this script into my microphone is because I feel an obligation to continue these videos for less than the 10 people who may see it, to hold out, grasping at the thought that my writing, my few skills, may be able to help others, may be able to give someone hope. So, where to begin? Maybe with the fact that, yet again, I was right about my title predictions. This year was uncertain through and through. From my personal life, to social media, to the news, politicians, you name it, it was uncertain. I can recollect in last year's video saying how uncertainty sparks fear. That couldn't be truer for 2018. Fear, anxiety, and hate are all very visible. Even as I wrote this essay, I couldn't help but bite my fingernails to the tips, fearful that I'll say something in the wrong way and immediately make people hate me. Just from talking. That's why I put those clips of me planning in the video, to show everyone what it's like to be terrified to speak your mind, terrified that your intentions will be skewed and turned on you. Now, sitting at my desk, reading this into my microphone, literally on New Year's Eve, I'm doubting everything more than ever. Second-guessing my writing, cutting, re-editing, rewriting different things, just to please the most amount of people, to help as many people as possible. Frankly though, I'm not sure what I could do that would help anyone anymore. I'm 21 now, with various YouTube channels that I've slaved over for more than 5 years, with absolutely nothing to show for it. I haven't helped anyone. None of my videos have sparked a discussion, made anyone laugh, or even brought them entertainment. I pray that I'm not the only one out there who struggles like this, but sometimes it feels that way. I wake up, go to work, come home, and work more, and then sleep just to repeat. I've sacrificed my entire social life to focus on this one goal, to make engaging content that will either entertain or help people. All the while, people share something carelessly and it goes viral. They gain following, an audience that cares for them, watches them, and what do they do with it? They abuse the various online systems. Whether it be YouTube's algorithm or Instagram's insatiable lust for models, all for money. There's no heart in it, no time, effort, or care put into the craft. It's a shell of what social media should be. It's becoming nothing more than corporate businesses gaming the system to maximize profits. And we gorge ourselves on it. We like it, we share it, follow them, subscribe to them. I'm no better. In my pursuit to grow a company, I lost sight of the most important part. The art. In 2018, I shoveled shitty, half-thought content into a blender to see what would happen. It failed miserably. I turned the few friends I had into products I could package and use to sell the content I wanted, all while pretending to know what was best for them. I wanted it to grow, become something bigger than me. It was supposed to be an infrastructure designed to help people polish their craft and turn it into a full-time job. But how could you do that if you yourself couldn't make it your full-time job? Of course it failed. And when it did, and I lost my friends, I lost the most important thing to me. My passion. Then, through the process, something else, much darker, began creeping up from the depths of my brain. There were many famous lives lost this year, in the music genre especially, from XXXTentacion, Lil Peep, Chester Bennington, just to name a few. Through all the media coverage and broken hearts, one conversation started to gain steam: mental illness. It's by no means new, and if you've seen my videos before, you know it's something I've always struggled with. I was always an advocate for speaking up, being truthful, finding the help you deserve. Unfortunately, the one thing I could never admit to even myself is that mental illness never goes away. The only thing you can do is keep fighting it for the rest of your life, whether through medicine, counseling, or other healthy means. While it may seem irrelevant to this video, it's not only relevant, it's something I believe is going to become a much bigger problem unless we all investigate it more. The information you see on screen right now is from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and it shows the staggering rate of suicide increasing since 2010, specifically in older teens and young adults. It's also worth mentioning that in 2017, male death by suicide rate was 3.54 times more than women. As well, white men accounted for 7 out of every 10 suicides in 2016. While any suicide is horrible, these numbers show a growing trend of unhappiness in everyday life. While there's no definitive proof, I theorize it's heavily due to social media. We all see the blog posts, news reports, and scientific data, but we still ignore it. Why? Well, it's in the name, social media. It's a universal social hub. The internet, a vast, never-ending digital space where you can share, create, express, and act however you want. Whether it's watching entertainment, seeing what your friends are up to, or discussing topics with people from the other side of the world. It's all at our fingertips. While it may seem great in theory, in execution, it's become fake. We share only what we think others will click on. We pine after the likes, follows, and none of that is our fault. Science has been studying the effects of social media for a short while, but in that time, they've already found a link between likes and follows and the release of dopamine in one's brain. While it's almost impossible to read any official scientific articles without paying through the ass or being a teacher yourself, what I could find shows that there is a correlation between how many likes we receive when sharing something we care about and the dopamine release, which really makes sense in today's climate of Instagram models and YouTube stars. I'm looking at you, Lele Pons and Jake Paulers. In some ways, it's an evolution of society. Think about when you were in school. Now, I don't know about you, but I wanted to fit in. I wanted to make friends. Depending, you may have even done something you may now regret just to be in a friend group back then. The difference is, though, now that group is bigger, in many cases worldwide, and usually has one central figure of the group. Think Mean Girls, but in today's climate. It's this basis that I believe is the foundation for today's mentality of, if you don't agree with me, then you're wrong. Because how could somebody be wrong if they're so popular? How could a group, an idea, be disputed and discussed when we have the bigger group? Now you may be thinking, okay, but what does any of this have to do with hope? It's been completely pessimistic so far. And you're right, it has been. But that's the truth. Our society loves to hate, especially on big, hot-button topics we know nothing about. Rather than discuss and inform ourselves, we all want instant gratification. In the day and age of instant streaming, unlimited music, never-ending social media feed to scroll through, why take the time to sit down and discuss or learn? So we don't. We go on arguing about which side is right, which is wrong, why this political agenda will destroy our society, or why this group is worse than Hitler, never stopping to look past the article headline, living in our safe space and social media bubbles. But I do believe there is hope. We must think before we post, study before we discuss, and accept that just because a movement may look good, doesn't always mean it is doing good. Most importantly, we need to stop caring about how popular we are online. Stop caring if our art form will be seen as wrong or evil. We need to share what we truly care about, share to help others, share to make our society better, not to divide us more. And if we don't, the hate will grow. The divide will be greater, and the loss could be even worse than it is now. We need to look out for each other, not just online, but in person too. Otherwise, we'll all watch as social media kills us slowly, the same way it did to me in 2018. It may be hard to see through all the darkness, but there is hope on the horizon. There must be. This is Topic Anything. Thanks for watching.
I'm empty and broken, what is the point? Everything's dark except the light from this joint. Lately they say they hate the way I cope. It's hang from the clouds or hang from a rope. I've done some things for which I can't atone. I grab the blade and cut down past the bone. She'll never love me, I know the truth's ugly. I'll hide away and push everyone from me. In my mind, I face resistance. Wanna be alone, but I hate